What's happening, folks? Back with another hardcore reaction and another music video reaction. This is another one from Angerfist, though in this case it's an Angerfist remix, and indeed he is quite prolific and famous for remixing other artists' tunes. Now this is from 2013, so quite a long time ago. However, as I said, I think it remains an enduring classic among people who follow his work and his performances. Now the video here is more typical of a hardcore track that has a video here on YouTube, and that it's all like event footage. It's all from a major hardcore event. I don't know in particular which one it is. There's a few that famously happen mostly every year, like Thunderdome and some others, but I don't know which one this happens to be from. In any case, I really enjoy the remix. The original, as you can see here, is by Skrillex, a pretty famous artist, though I basically don't know any of his tunes, and I don't even think I've heard the original, as well as Damian Marley, who, if you didn't know, is one of Bob Marley's kids. I think he's one of a handful of Marley children who make music just like their dad, which is to say Ziggy Marley, I know, has a lot of music as well. In any case, I always really liked this remix. He played it when I saw him, he meaning Angerfist, at this New Year's party that he played in Long Beach here in California. He had like the midnight set, the New Year's like set. And yeah, it's a classic example of hardcore mixed with reggae samples and, Jamaican music stylings. Although I would say early hardcore and artcore in particular is where you find that most readily or most significantly, not so much in mainstream hardcore. So in any case, it's a cool track, and I like the concert footage they show. I'm going to just mention one moment in advance. There's a guy in a wheelchair who's clearly a big fan, but obviously with limited mobility, and it's really cool to me that they put him up on stage, and one of the guys, I don't know if it's Danny, meaning Angerfist himself, or maybe one of the hype guys that's always on stage with him, but they come over and they kind of give him a hug, and they're really, making sure that he's enjoying the event and the moment. So here we go. This is the Angerfist remix of Make It Bun Dem by Skrillex and Damian Marley.
We must up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy, run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday. We must up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. And we are in the fire, make it fun. Bass and 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 run with this, mash up the place. We must up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. And we are in the fire, make it fun. We must up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy, run. And we will end your week just like a Sunday.
And you do see this a lot in like event footage of hardcore tracks where they mess with the time. Sometimes it's real time, sometimes it's slow motion footage, and sometimes it's faster than real life footage, and they sort of blend it so that like you're hearing the track in normal speed, but you're seeing little slow motion snippets, regular footage of it, as well as time lapse footage of an overall or faster version of the event. I like the way they blend the speeds of the footage.
Sunday. Sunday, we must up the place, turn up the bass.
So my only lament about this tune is that I'm going to put this in with an asterisk. It's not really available on vinyl. Now, I say not really. There is one white label release that came out. There's like, I don't know, 10, 20 copies, something like that. Maybe not even that many. There's one available on Discogs now for over $500, so it's not really something that I can splurge on. Nevertheless, it would be a great track to have on vinyl. And in fact, there's another track on the same white label release that's a hardcore remix of Going In for the Kill that who's it by? Like LaRue, I believe, which is also a cool track to remix in hardcore form. Nevertheless, the point is a lot of Angerfist material, especially since the early 2000s when there were some vinyl releases that he put out, most of what he's done since then is all digital only. But yeah, I think it's a classic track. Wish I had it on vinyl. And what I also love about the video is that you see people get down to hardcore in different ways. Some people, they're throwing fists and they're, making stomping gestures and, they really sort of get into it in a very intense way. Some people are just kind of smiling and bobbling around. Other people, kind of like get into groups and with arms around each other jumping. So, I mean, I guess it's the case in acid techno and other forms of underground like rave styles, but yeah, hardcore just has a notable diversity of how people dance to it, and I like, there's no right way, there's no particular dance you have to do, you just groove to it whatever way feels right to you. So in any case, shout out to Angerfist for a great remix. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.